Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this fine morning? This is Ferris with the Fearless Fly Network. I'm out here again, back on the channel. We're out here working on the 83 F-150. And if you notice, I've got all the wheels off of this thing right now. What I'm doing to it today is I'm going through and replacing all of the brakes and rotors and drums, everything on the brake system I'm fixing up on this truck. It needed to be redone. I'm going to show you here in just a minute what all I'm doing. I've got it all up on jack stands. I've got all the wheels off and everything. I started taking it apart. Took the caliper off and got the brakes apart. And I was going to show y'all here on the channel what all is involved in doing this. Now, if you look at these brakes here, these are the ones that came off the truck. They're no good. They're all cracked up. They're really thin and everything. And if you look at the rotors are thick on the outside and thin on the inside. These rotors have never been replaced since I've owned the truck. I've had the truck 23 years and we've always cut the rotors, so it's about time to replace the rotors on this truck, as well as the brakes on the front end, and as well as the hoses. I'm replacing the hoses not because they're leaking or anything. It's just because of the age. They're 37 years old. I think the original brake lines on this truck, and I don't want anything to happen with these new brakes, like a caliper locking up or something, and because of the line collapsing. So we're going to replace all three hoses, two on the front, and there's one on the rear for the rear axle for this truck as well. If we go back here to the back of the truck, you see I got the drum off for the rear brakes. We're going to replace the brake shoes, as well as the the wheel cylinder on this F-150. By the way, it's a two-wheel drive truck, so nothing fancy, just an everyday driver as well. This side here is not so bad. They're in decent shape, but on the other side, I'll take you over here just a minute. Other side is in bad shape. Almost about a month ago, had an accident with the truck and wrinkled up the bedside panel a little bit. What happened was the wheel came off, drum came off and everything. It slammed down on the ground, and when the drum came off, it messed up the shoes here for the brake. So the shoes got all chewed up. The studs I had to repair and fix, and also the drum itself had some little nicks in it from coming off and hitting the studs when it all came apart. And also, the reason why I'm replacing wheel cylinders on this thing, if you notice right there, you can see the paint on the shoe right there. It's all bubbled up. Plus, down underneath that little bright spot underneath the wheel cylinder right there, it's leaking. I don't think these wheel cylinders have ever been replaced on this truck. So we're going to go ahead and replace the wheel cylinders as well, and put new brake shoes and new drums on the rear as well. And you can see right here, this brake shoe on the front, it got chewed up and bent up and everything when the drum came off, whenever the wheel and everything just decided to fly off of this truck. And then over here, I was checking I had gotten some bearings a long while back, and I was making sure these bearings were going to work and are the right bearings, and they are. They're the right bearings for this truck. And you can see the rotor and the old rotor and everything. Again, this one here is pretty thin on the well, right now it's the top side, and then you can see the bottom side is kind of thicker. So it's been well used. And also with the brake pads on this driver's side, something got in there and created a groove in there on the brake pads and all that. So we're going to replace everything and get all new parts. Back here, I've already started going through the new parts and everything, getting everything ready and organized to go back together. I was just playing around a little bit with some paint. I had some high temperature black paint that I was using, and playing around, seeing how it would come out on the drum. It's all right. I mean, I probably need to get the drum a little cleaned up a little bit more. And but this is all the new stuff. If you look at the new front brake pads, that's how thick they're supposed to be. The front ones are all worn down, almost metal to metal. So we're gonna put new brake shoes, or new brake pads on the front, new drums on the rear, new brake shoes for brakes as well, and the new rotor to go with it is new rotors to go on the front, as well as new bearings and seals to go with the rotor in the front as well. So I just thought I'd jump on here and show everybody what I'm up to on the 83 F-150. We're spicing it up and we're getting it all fixed up. Earlier in the week on this truck, I had a little bit of time after work, and I put new tie rod ends on each side, on this side as well as over on the other, on the passenger side there too. So I put those on, and also got a couple of new tires for the front as well. And then we did an alignment on the front end. We just set the toe on it. We didn't adjust the camber or caster or anything on it whenever they did the alignment. So we got all that fixed up. And then a few weeks ago, I put new shocks on the truck, on the front as well as on the rear. I put the same shocks on the rear also. So it's got all new shocks, new tie rod ends. It's going to have new brakes, bearings, rotors, seals, everything on the front end, new tires, and new brake parts on the rear as well. So hopefully everybody's having a good day. Hopefully everybody's staying safe despite the circumstances that are going on right now. Best thing to do is just stay home. Just stay home with your family. Don't go out unless you have to get necessary stuff for food or whatever, or have to go to work. Hopefully everybody's staying safe, everybody's well, and is using common sense. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now, and people are just going crazy, not even using common sense, and it's going to come back to get you if you make bad decisions, bad choices. Excuse me. I'm not going to go on a rant too much about what should or shouldn't be done, but yeah, if you're making wrong decisions and things of that nature, it's going to catch up to you. It's going to affect you for the rest of your life. That's all I got to say about that. So just be smart, don't be dumb, and just stay safe and stay with your family, and take care of one another as well. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the notification bell. That way you'll receive notifications on this on this channel. Subscribe to the Fearless Fly 100, as well as catch me on Instagram as Fearless Fly 100 as well. There's plenty of pictures of this truck as well as everything else that I am working on. There's a video on YouTube for that one too. There's going to be more content on the 98 Z71, and of course I've got an engine for that truck back there as well. So we've got quite a bit that's going to be coming down the line in the next few months. Going to be slowly but surely, between everything else that I've got going on. I'm doing YouTube part-time. Hopefully one day it'll be full-time like some of the other YouTubers out there, and being able to have great content for everybody else to watch and to go back on. That way it's beneficial and useful for you as well. Again, send me some likes, send me some comments. That's the way that YouTube figures out how good these videos are. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see a video about a carburetor on a Sportsman 500. I've gotten over 200 views on that one particular video, and I can attest to just me and another person commenting about the problem that he had with his Sportsman 500. So it really goes a long way to as far as YouTube that I can only figure out. I don't know. This is all new to me. YouTube is something that I can do, and it don't cost me anything except for my time. So if you subscribe to the channel, leave me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking about. Send me some likes, If you like it, you know, send me a thumbs up. If you like it, send me a thumbs down. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter to me. But yeah, we're just having a good old time here on the channel as well. Like I said, we've got plenty more that's going to take place here in the next month or two. We've got this shop here, and you'll see more about this shop that we're going to use to work on these vehicles here as well. It's gonna be really exciting. I can't wait. We've gotten stuff in line and ready to go. It's just all in the timing part of it. So I hope everybody again is being safe, being careful, and also let your friends and family know, and whoever else that you know about the channel, about Fearless Fly 100, and let them know what I'm out here doing. Enjoy the rest of the day, everybody. We look forward to hearing from y'all, and thanks for watching.